Hello, champion. Um, you're welcome to this week's edition of Mindset Reset. We started a wonderful series last week, and I was able to share with us three reasons why the way we think is very, very important. And as a continuation to that, this week I will be sharing with you three practical steps you can take in order to identify and start doing something about those mindsets. And like I rightly said, your mindset is very important, and you can't handle something that important with levity. So how do you begin to change the way you think? First is identification. You cannot solve a problem you are yet to identify. So how do you identify your mindset? The next time you are in a situation and you come out of that situation and it feels like I should have acted differently, I should have approached this differently, why was I angry? And you are not sure that was the right way to respond, then don't just throw it off and continue with life. No, take note of such events and take out time to really think deep and understand why you actually acted the way you did. Thinking about it and getting the answers is not enough. That leads me to the second point, which is documentation. After identifying the reason why you acted that way and something that might not really be palatable, it is important to put it down in black and white. Get a pen, get a journal, and write them down. This writing it down is very important in your journey to getting them resolved and correcting those mindsets. Then after documenting, what is the last point? The last thing you have to do is you now have to start putting structures in place to actually replace them. What do I mean by that? You reacted the way you reacted because of something that happened. In life and events will always happen, but 10% of those happening will be as a result of the event itself. Why 90% of the outcome is dependent on how we react to that event, and how you react to an event is a function of the meaning you read to that event. So you have to start putting structures in place to ensure that you are replacing those old habits with new ones, and consistency is the key. Something that you have built over the years, you can't just expect it to just live your life in just a few days. However, how fast you get to reprogram your mindset depends on the kind of resources you have available. And trust me, there are a lot of resources out there. You can take advantages of coaching sessions. There are a lot of coaches that are out there to help you with these things. There are a lot of online resources you can get on the internet, on YouTube. So how committed you are to changing this mindset determines how fast. And mind you, life is first spiritual before the physical. So there are some things you can activate in the spirit to actually reduce the amount of time it will take to actually reprogram your mindset. But what I'm driving at is that something that was built over time requires an equal amount of energy to correct. So I'm not telling you that it's going to be easy to make a significant leap and get where you are going. You should be ready to make a lot of sacrifice. Thank you very much for listening. I believe you have been able to get one or two things from these few thoughts of mine. I will continue on in this line of action next week. Stay tuned. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.